Okay. Good morning, Faces of Prairie podcast listeners. This is Jenna Pecor, and today I'm here with senior Christian Pryor. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks for being on. So why don't you tell us which school are you graduating from this year?
Well, I'm obviously a senior at South Prairie High School.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that you've been involved in while you've been in high school?
Recently I got involved in a lot more things. My freshman through junior year, pardon me, I was involved with South Prairie's Varsity Theater, kind of club and class. I really enjoyed that, but due to scheduling and just kind of not commitment issues, but just kind of like working through it, I had to quit my senior year, which kind of made
Theater
me sad.
takes a lot of time.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It really does. But then my senior year, I've been in my school's DECA club, my school's college and career club, my school's math honors club, and my school's social studies club for a little bit. I quit that. And then my National Honor Society for South Prairie High School.
So tell me what DECA is. Remind me what that is again.
It's like a business club. It's
Right.
mainly for people who want to go in, like really want to go into business.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different activities. Some are like you create your own business model. You go to the judges and you tell them. Now, obviously, they can't tell you anything. They can't give you money for it, but it's fun to see what other people think of it. And for me, I did sports and entertainment marketing. So they would give us a situation and we would have to respond with how we would hire more people and save money, or how we would market an event, how we would market a team to a demographic.
So before you would go to these, like, I'm guessing they're competitions.
Yes.
So before you go, did they give you like a premise, or did they just give it to you when you got there?
We kind of knew, we didn't know exactly what we were going to be doing at the competition.
Right.
That was kind of locked down. When you got there, you found out you had 10 minutes to prepare from that situation to when you performed. So it was kind of a crunch time thing, but at least me being in theater, I kind of had the background to be able to, if I didn't know, at least fake it till I make it.
Yeah, that's so true. Did you get to work with teams, or did you do it by yourself?
No, it was completely solo.
Solo.
But
So
we did practice a little bit before.
So when you were in theater, did you ever do competitions? Did you do UIL or any of that?
Yes. I was never in UIL, but I was in a couple of the shows that we performed for the school, for our booster club. And we also did competitions where we would have like 10-minute monologues that we would memorize and go to competitions there and perform those. And those were really fun. Those were like the biggest thing that I missed about theater, just because it was 8-hour, 12-hour, 16-hour days.
Yeah.
It was long, but I got to spend it with all my friends in that class, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I was in theater my last 2 years. So I was there junior and senior year. And those were because you had, I'm assuming you're talking about the ones that have like two-man duet performances and stuff like that.
Duet, duo.
Yeah.
Those were the the pairs. And then we all had our own humorous or dramatic pieces. And then we had a book that it was kind of like that. It wasn't that long. We only had 10 minutes for the humorous and dramatic monologues, but that was pretty much it.
Those were always hardest for me because whenever I was in theater, like I loved being in the musicals because I was also in choir. So when I did the competitions, it was always the hardest because I was like, oh, now I actually have to act.
Yeah, that was pretty much the exact opposite of me. I love to act. I still want to in college, maybe not for my degree, but just here and there. But I cannot carry a tune. I can't be in a musical unless I'm in the ensemble. I'm in a speaking role. I'm in something that doesn't have a solo.
You have a very good speaking voice, so you're
Thank
good
you.
for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where are you going to college?
I'm going 4 hours due east of here, at Louisiana Tech. It's a straight shot off of I-20.
Mm-hmm.
So I live about, I hope I'm not revealing too much about where I live. I live about a mile away from I-20.
Uh-huh.
So me and my parents have made the joke, whenever I go to college, I pack my car up, I drive a mile, I drive 80 or so miles, whatever that is. I drive like half and I'm on campus. So horizontally, I'm going 4 hours. Vertically, I'm going like 5 minutes
Yeah,
tops.
just like that. I think that's more for your mom. Do you think she's like already in her head going, okay, how far away is he?
Well, that's the good thing is, you know, I love my mom, but she's constantly texting me whenever I'm out with friends. Where are you? Where are you? Which I get it. She's protective. She wants the best for me. I'm not complaining, but I just I picked Louisiana Tech because they gave me a lot of money. I like the campus. I like the culture of the college, everything like that. But also, I'm 4 hours away, so I can come back, do laundry, spend the weekend there, come back to school. Nobody knows I was gone.
Yep, yep.
And that, but it's gonna be harder for my parents to, hey, we're at your dorm. Where are you?
You did good because when I went to Tech, it was up in the Panhandle, and it was a little bit further of a trip, so it wasn't so much like, yeah, I really had to think about whether or not I wanted to come home for the weekend. Like, I
Yeah.
really had to put thought into that. But I think that you're picking a good distance.
Yeah, I made sure I wanted it to be somewhere 4.5 hours. That's because we take road trips. Me and my family take road trips every summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that they can pull off a 6-hour car ride. Now it's just minimizing how many times that can happen.
Where were y'all supposed to go this summer?
We were supposed to fly up to Seattle. This is actually our second time flying. The other time was when we went to California. We were supposed to fly up to Seattle, and then when we landed in Seattle, we would land Friday night. It was either Friday night or Saturday morning. And Saturday night, we boarded the cruise ship because we were going on an Alaska cruise.
That's right.
We would go up to sail around Alaska for a week, come back down. Then we would spend the second week of our 2 weeks going around Seattle, Washington, and Oregon, pretty much.
God, so do y'all think it still might happen, or is it pretty much
Well,
gone?
we wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to because that was kind of my graduation gift.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, I'm not gonna throw a fit. I completely understand. I mean, I lost the last quarter of my senior year.
Right.
So I'm kind of, okay, this is another thing that I'm just going to have to do without because of the corona.
So, because Alaska is one of the last remaining states that you guys haven't visited, right?
Yeah, this is a funny thing. I was listening to when you interviewed my dad. Because I was like, okay, I was listening to the other students that you interviewed, and I was listening to my dad. I was like, okay, so what is she gonna ask me? How am I gonna answer this? But my dad's at 47. I'm at 40. Hold on. Yeah, my dad just chimed in from the room that he's working in. 41. I was like, okay, that's believable. And I still need like
Feeling that your dad might be around
Minnesota.
there somewhere today.
North Dakota, Minnesota, Alaska, Hawaii, Nevada, uh, Oregon.
You haven't been to Nevada?
Nope.
That's interesting that you've traveled so much and you haven't been through Nevada.
Well, I think mainly one of the reasons that at least I haven't was, I shouldn't say I haven't. The main reason that my family hasn't gone is there's not much to do in Nevada
No,
other than Las Vegas.
right.
So it's kind of we're not going to Nevada so much as we're going to Las Vegas.
But have y'all ever driven to California?
No, we didn't.
Oh, you only
We've only
have
been
flight.
once.
Okay.
We've only been once, and we flew into
Gotcha.
LA, went down to San Diego, went to the interior with Yosemite.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
then
how you
came out
bypassed it.
Bay
Yeah.
Area. Came out Bay Area and then came down into LA.
Is he?
From the off-screen teleprompter, Iowa, Wisconsin, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Minnesota, North Dakota, Alaska, and Hawaii.
Oh my gosh.
So Nevada is probably, other than Washington or Oregon, the most populous state that we haven't been to.
Mm.
The other ones are just, no disrespect to anyone in any of these other states. They have no one there. They have no major cities like Las Vegas.
You'll get to Alaska though. Alaska, I've heard, is just gorgeous.
Mhm.
Like it's gonna be
I've seen
good.
pictures. I've seen pictures.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're really into like land and nature, that's a place to visit.
Oh yeah.
I always love watching. I don't know if you ever watched like House Hunters in Alaska or some of the shows that are like
No.
off the grid. Where it's,
No, I haven't.
because there's so many people up there that live technically off the grid because there's so much terrain up there that doesn't have electricity or plumbing or anything, and they just love it. And I'm like, how could you do that? I cannot live out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, the one thing that I saw was like we were going into Juneau. That was one of our stops on the cruise. I looked it up. Juneau has, I think, 20,000 people.
Wow.
And that's like one of the bigger cities in Alaska. I think that's like the second or third most populous.
From what I understand, I think everybody that lives in Alaska gets a financial stipend for living in Alaska. Like all the teachers I know get special. I want to say that they get like a vacation every year to somewhere warm, or they get something just for being teachers in Alaska, which is crazy.
You get to come down to Texas in the heat of summer and
right.
go from your 50 to 70 degree summers to 110 and
right.
can't walk anywhere without burning up or
That's right.
Something.
So what have you been spending your time doing the last few weeks?
Well, for once I have a little schedule because I'm not unorganized. I just like going with the flow of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a schedule. Monday I'll wake up. I'll have all of my assignments that I have to do for that week. I'll do them pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday if I don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm usually done around 4 every day. Just I do until I just don't feel like doing work anymore. And then I will either watch like YouTube videos. I don't have Netflix, but Amazon Prime Video.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll play Xbox with my friends.
Yeah.
So it's I'll eat in there a couple times, but it's very do your work, eat, relax.
Mm-hmm.
Which I enjoy, but also my sleep schedule is now 3 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Right.
Although for this podcast, I made an exception. I went to bed at 2 a.m.
Very nice.
And I got up at 9:30.
Well, we appreciate that very much that you
Exactly.
went to bed early for us.
Very special. Not many people get to experience that of me not waking up around noon.
So for your classwork, like, are you guys doing a lot of stuff online anyways? Do y'all do a lot of like?
Some of my classes, like my UT class, everything we do, we turn in online in that class, but a lot of the stuff we will scan pictures on our phone, upload them from there. But that and yeah, that's pretty much my only class that we've done majority, or no, other than my audio video production class. Those are the two that we use technology most of the time.
Like almost exclusively for anyways.
Yeah.
What are y'all
Now,
what are you doing in your audio visual now?
we have our assignment this week was we had to create a storyboard of good versus evil.
Oh.
It's not necessarily busy work, but like another one was we had to choose 10 like selfies or self portraits of ourselves and put them in an iMovie. Had to have like a 30-second video explaining what they were, why we chose them,
Uh-huh.
and then add music underneath all the pictures. So it wasn't because you just ran down the list of all the different types of shots there were. You scrolled through your camera roll and just found some. So it didn't take me very long, but then I had to go back and redo it because I forgot to add music and I forgot to turn it in with the music. So I had to go back quick, redo it, turn it in. So
That's really interesting. I'm really curious about what you guys are learning in high school about technology and like utilizing video and editing video and all that, because that's just what so many people are doing right now.
yeah,
So,
well, that's why I kind of chose the audio video
mhm.
was because everyone wants to be a YouTuber. Everyone wants to that's everyone's dream job. Get to make videos and get paid lots of money. But I still think that I chose that more for the technical aspect of it, especially because as online videos in just lots of forms of media are becoming more prevalent. I think it's more important for people to be able to know how to cut the frames up, just put them together, send it off.
It's one thing to be able to use an app that gives you a filter
Hmm.
and that you can
Hmm.
like do funny things with, and it's quite another to like actually edit stuff together.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's where I also think that like people should know how to use like Photoshop
Yep.
because, even if you're just, you know, making silly images with your friends, making memes with your friends, whatever, it's still maybe it's not necessary for you to know to do that, but it's still an important tool to have to know how to edit photos, to know how to, okay, if there's a person in the background that I don't want, how do I edit him out? You know?
Well, there's so many different ads right now that like that's a very important skill, a marketable skill to be able
Mm-hmm.
to do that. Like I have a software system that I have, and it's probably nothing that's super extensive, but I can add the layers of I can put like if I wanted to sit here and I had a picture and I wanted it to look like a newscast, I could
Mm-hmm.
make a picture, I could make a video, or I could put headlines, I could separate
Yeah.
the audio from the visual and all that stuff. And I'm learning how to do all that. And it's a very tedious job. It takes a lot
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah. That's where the Photoshop that I don't have here, but I had on our school's laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I could just sit here and make it look like I was sitting on a beach.
Right, right.
Just have to cut myself out,
Uh-huh.
plaster it against the beach pick, and I'm
You're
I'm
there.
in LA. I'm in LA. I'm on the pier.
That's right.
Can't tell me I'm not.
So I wanted to talk about like I know that there's a lot of things towards the end of the year that you guys are missing out on.
Hmm.
So what are you looking most forward to when all this is done? What do you think is gonna be the biggest thing that you're looking forward to?
Graduation.
Mm,
They rescheduled graduation, which that's okay. I don't have prom, which sucks because I didn't go my junior year, but
mhm.
there's going to be parties at college that I'm going to go to that, okay, this is kind of like prom, but everyone's in shorts, t-shirts, and Nikes instead of dress shoes, slacks, and a sport jacket, you know?
I have a
A
feeling
suit.
some of the adults in your community are going to put together something for you guys to go to. That's
I wouldn't mind it,
yeah.
especially because, well, I've already paid for my ticket, so if I either can use that ticket or, it's kind of like instead of $100, which I don't think that's what I paid for it, but that's the last selling price that they have. If you have to pay $25, okay, yeah, I made a profit, but I don't really care about that. But
Hmm.
I'm still like, okay, I'm going to prom, but I didn't have to pay $100 for it,
Right. When did they
which
reschedule graduation?
I want to say June
June?
23rd. Because I'm pretty sure graduation was May 23rd,
Okay.
and it is April 17th now.
Yeah, we were going to get
So
out early this year.
yeah, we had about a month left at
Yeah.
that time,
So I'm glad
which
that they actually gave a date for
hmm
graduation. That's good.
now again it's tentative. It could
Right.
change, but I just hope that it doesn't interfere with anything I have planned over the summer.
Yeah. I know. We're all ready for this to be over, I think. It's about
And
that time.
yeah, yeah, I I'm glad that we're all quarantining. We're all to the best of our ability. We're all kind of staying home,
Hmm.
but again, I'm getting kind of stir crazy.
Yeah.
I went out for a run yesterday.
Is
I
that
that
something
was
you
the
do?
first that was the first time I had gotten out of the house, not to go get food,
Hmm.
go visit not go visit my grandfather, but go eat with my grandmother
Hmm.
in probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Hmm.
So I'm getting out of the house with just very sparsely.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that it's so beautiful outside because you just want to
I
be
know.
out
It's
there.
the perfect this is like the only good time that ta this is the only good time it's a good time to live in Texas.
I
You have
know. I know.
72-degree weather, pretty clear skies, maybe overcast.
Uh-huh.
But no, we're gonna get out of quarantine. It's gonna be 110.
Exactly. We're just
And
gonna go straight to the pools.
we're going from bundled up in early March to where's my swimsuit? I'm gonna completely miss the shorts and t-shirt. Well, not shorts and t-shirt weather, but shorts and light jacket.
Right, right,
The weather that you go out there and you just want to sit out there.
right. Yep, that's exactly what's gonna happen, and we're all gonna go out there, and we've been eating for the past month, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
right,
like, let's go to the pool.
right.
That's fun. Well, I'm just glad that you spent time with me today. You're
Thank
you're
you,
so fun to talk to.
thank you. Yeah,
Are your
I
parents are y'all doing a good job of sharing like devices over there? Or y'all
um, I mean, we all pretty much have our own devices.
good?
Me and my mom are sharing the laptop that I'm using right now, just because mine broke
Mm,
the first week. Well, it had been kind of broken before, but like I could still use it. But then I got some message about my hard drive on it, and
mm.
I was like, yeah, this is. We replaced the battery, that didn't do anything, so using this one,
Using
which
this one,
it's
yeah.
newer. I'm not complaining, but
Now, do you have an iPad from school?
yeah, but there's the firewalls on it that the district employs are. Nah, you don't get to do a lot of stuff on it.
Oh, you don't?
No, especially since I'm connected to my home Wi-Fi, obviously not the school Wi-Fi,
Right.
which that I don't know how they did it honestly, but they put it so where like the canvas that I have on my iPad only works at school. Whenever I open it up here, it's just continuously loading and loading and loading.
Really?
Yeah, it's
So there's a bunch of things that you have access to if you're on the Wi-Fi at school, like programs,
yeah.
apps, and stuff that you can use.
Well, yeah, like this isn't gonna doesn't matter. One of them is like a coloring app. You know, like if I was ever bored, I would just go on there if I didn't have anything
Uh-huh.
else to do, just because it was better than nothing,
Yeah.
you know? Especially if we could have our phones out.
Mhm.
If I could have my phone out, I would. But sometimes I would be charging, I couldn't have it out, whatever, so I'd pull out my iPad and
Mhm.
we had 2 games, Candy Crush and the coloring. Little
Candy
book thing.
Crush. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter's just now getting into Minecraft.
Mm,
I've never
yeah.
actually played it, but we've been sitting down and actually playing it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm 18, I still play it
Really?
with my friends, yeah. Sometimes we'll just be on our games, we'll just be like, "Hey, you wanna run up some Minecraft?" Sure. Let's start a brand new world, and it's fun. It's the same thing, but it's never the same.
Right. Well, and there's so many different ones now. Like we actually had to watch some YouTube videos because I didn't really
Mhm.
understand the point. I was like, are you trying to get to the end? Like, is it because in my mind, I don't play a lot of video games. And the video games that I have
Mhm.
played, there's an end. It's like you're trying to get to the end. But I don't think
Yeah.
Minecraft is like that.
There's a lot of video games like that.
Yeah.
But like I'm just thinking of a couple. There's a lot of different genres, obviously. And
Mhm.
it's more of there's first person shooters, which
Mhm.
they have a definite end. You reach a score limit, you reach a kill limit, whatever. You're
Yeah.
the last team standing, whatever. Then there's more like open world games, which is like Minecraft, which those are more you can my mom just heard me talking about video games in the middle of the podcast.
I
There
started the
are
conversation, Cappy.
he pulls the door to the bedroom. Okay. Yeah, no, but there are open world games like Grand Theft Auto, Minecraft. Those are just a few of the ones that I play. That there's an end to them, but you don't. It's not linear. You
I
can
gotcha.
you can explore and then complete everything. You can complete everything, then explore. There's like a lot of other. There's a lot of options for what you can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like it with Minecraft especially,
Hmm.
like it's there's you can the whole point is trying to survive the night. What all can you do to do that? Then there's you
Hmm.
can explore, then you can go hunting, then you can try to it's like all these different things.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's one of the things that like me and my friends will do is we'll kind of build our house and then we'll just do everything else and then we'll upgrade it and then because I'm gonna sound like such a nerd here, but like once you get like good armor on,
Yeah.
then you pretty much can survive the night. But
Yeah, so that's the thing that we're trying to figure out is how to do all that. Like
yeah,
so right now she's just at a point she's only 9, so right now she's just at a point
okay,
where
yeah.
she can dig, she can build, you know. She
I remember when I built my first dirt house on Minecraft.
fun.
Uh,
I mean, it's interesting,
yeah.
but I took off all the ways for her to talk to the outside world because I don't think
Mm,
I don't know who a lot of her friends are that play it, and you know, I
mm,
don't want her to connect to the internet. But it's kind of interesting. Like I wouldn't mind putting it on my phone and like us playing together. Like
mm.
that'd be kind of neat. And
I
then
know you can do that. Yeah.
yeah. And then the other thing that I wanted to learn how to do is I was talking to Cole Train the other day, and he was talking about Dungeons and Dragons. I've always thought that'd be so
Mm,
interesting to get into.
mm. I haven't played that. Now, my family loves board games. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm reaching a foot over I'm sitting at our kitchen table. I'm reaching a foot over, and we have a board game,
Travelers and
and just out of reach are 2 other board games. So this is kind of our rotation, and one of the games that we're playing or going to play is Pandemic, which I I made the joke. We don't need to play it. We're living
we're
it.
living it. That's fun. I have a game called Germs, and it's kind of like Mexican train dominoes, but you're putting together germs. And my daughter had got
Oh,
it for her
okay.
birthday, and I hadn't even opened it. And we opened it the other day. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is actually kind of funny, and
Yeah.
kind of hard." So that's
We
fun.
have like a bookshelf of just board games. Now, half of them are different versions of Monopoly, Clue, and like Sorry.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a couple of them that like the Settlers of Catan. Like, there's a board game cafe in like I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
That we go and sit with my cousins.
Oh.
My cousin and her husband that live in Plano, and we'll just go sit there and just like play board games, and it's
So
like,
it's designed for people to come and play board games there?
yes, they're all on the walls. You sit down. They have food. It's a video game cafe, so you can go in there. You can order a BLT. You can
Mm-hmm.
order. There's like this dessert sandwich which you can choose between like honey, bananas, Nutella, marshmallow, peanut butter, and a bunch of other stuff. But then they cook it on like white bread, and it's kind of like a sandwich.
All right. That sounds
That's
awesome.
really good. I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's really fun because you pay like $5, or if you pay $15 in food, you get the games pass to play for free.
And you just pull the board games off the walls and just complain.
Yep, just
That's
set them down.
awesome. I'm gonna
And
Google that. I haven't ever heard of that before.
I don't remember what it's called, but the tables are like really big, so they're you can sit like 4 or 5 or 6 people around, and just like we sat with 5, as me, my mom, and my cousin and her husband, and we just played a couple of board games, and we spent like a good day in there. It was a good 8 hours from when they opened till when they closed.
If you go to Target anytime lately, like the game section is getting a lot more sparse. I think people are starting to really get a lot more games and
Oh yeah,
kind of trying to play with.
well, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting ones now too that I've wanted to once I can get around other adults. There are games that I definitely want to play. But,
Now one of the good things that I say is that online stores still work. So, if I ever want to, play a new game, I can just go to my Xbox, fork over 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, whatever it is, and get a new game that I'll play.
Yeah.
It's
interactive.
similar to board
games.
games.
With other people online.
Yeah, especially the online ones, especially that it's a good, not a waste of your time, but my mom, you know her, you love her. She relaxes. She spends her time relaxing on Facebook and Twitter, and watching game shows on TV. So I mean, we all have our own separate, versions of relaxation.
Absolutely.
But
I think that's very important. And I think right now being able to have technology is definitely helping with all that, because you can still interact with your friends and you can still see them. And
I talk to most of my friends every day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'll send videos, or I'll do a little video of myself. I'm like, hey, I'm just thinking about you, texting it over just so that
I'll just get on my Xbox with them, hop into an Xbox Live party, and just talk with them, kind of like we're doing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is good. I really want to do like I know that they actually have board game apps that you can actually get on and interact with each other.
I've heard of those.
Do that. But I also want to do a watch party. But it requires that you use you have to get a Chrome extension and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if everybody's going to want to do all that.
Yeah.
But, well, Christian, thank you so much for talking to me.
No problem. Glad I could be here.
Thank you for going to bed early and for getting up early for me.
You're welcome. I know that you feel special that I went to bed early.
I do. I totally feel special.
I know you're just so happy about that.
I am so happy. All right. We'll talk to you later. Have a good Friday.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
You too. Bye.